Marhaba, this is Abdulrahman from the Arabicer. In this video, we will learn how certain verbs in Arabic need an extra part to complete their meaning, whether through a full idea or by showing an activity linked to the verb. But in Al-Fusha MSA. Stay with us. First, please note that we have a practice drill prepared for you to practice this topic. Make sure you check the description box after the video ends. By nature, some verbs need additional words and information to complement their meaning. Take, for example, in English, the verb to love. If someone said, I love, and stopped there, the meaning of the sentence is incomplete. That is an obvious example where the verb needs a direct object or the thing that you loved. What do you love? I love. You love what, right? But this is a straightforward structure. It's almost intuitive that some verbs need a direct object to tell me what you love, what you hate, etc. But our topic in today's video is to show you how some Arabic verbs can be linked to a full idea, a full statement, or a fact. And second, on the other hand, how some verbs need another verb or action to complete their meaning. In today's video, we are covering this topic in Al-Fusha, Modern Standard Arabic MSA. In our Free Arabic Essentials material, we introduced some verbs. We will use these verbs to illustrate the idea that we have today. Make sure you grab this free material so that you can follow along and learn effectively. Our first sentence is أظن أن المشكلة صعبة. أظن أن المشكلة صعبة, which means I think that the problem is difficult. Our next example is سمعت أنك موظف في تلك الشركة. سمعت أنك موظف في تلك الشركة, which means I heard that you are an employee in that company. Our next sentence is قال والدي إن عائلتنا ستسافر إلى إندونيسيا قريبا. قال والدي إن عائلتنا ستسافر إلى إندونيسيا قريبا, which means my father said that our family is going to travel to Indonesia soon. Our next sentence is رفضت أن أعمل في هذه الشركة. رفضت أن أعمل في هذه الشركة, which means I refused to work in this company. Next sentence. تريد والدتي أن تطلب الغداء من مطعم. تريد والدتي أن تطلب الغداء من مطعم, which means my mother wants to order the lunch from a restaurant. Our next example and the last one. لن يستطيع أخي أن يشتري سيارة جديدة هذه السنة. لن يستطيع أخي أن يشتري سيارة جديدة هذه السنة, which means my brother won't be able to buy a new car this year. I have put these sentences in two groups for a reason. Now pause the video and write down any observations you noticed in these two groups of sentences, and then we will discuss them together. In the first group here, the main verb أظن, سمعت, قال required a complete idea, a fact, a statement, while the second group of sentences here, the main verb رفضت, تريد, يستطيع, لن يستطيع, required another action to complement their meaning. Check out here, for the first group here, we have a full idea. المشكلة صعبة. The problem is difficult. أنك موظف في تلك الشركة. You are an employee in that company. عائلتنا ستسافر إلى إندونيسيا قريبا. Our family will travel to Indonesia soon. So it required a full statement, a full sentence to complete the meaning. While the second group here, it required an action. I refused to work. My mom wants to order food. To buy. He won't be able to buy. With that being said, let's take a deeper look into the first group here. We said that it required a full sentence. That's why we used anna. Anna with a shadda here. Anna. Annaka. Inna. We will talk about this in a moment, why it is inna, not anna. But anyways, it required a sentence, a full idea. But anna, as you can see here, can be followed by a nominal sentence, followed by a noun, al-mushkila, or a nominal sentence starts with a pronoun, annaka, annaka. If I'm talking to a male, if I'm talking to a female, it's going to be annaki. By the way, the pronoun here is attached pronoun. So review our video on possessive pronoun because they basically applies here as well, except for the fact that for I, it can be anni or annani with an additional noon n sound, annani. But review our video on possessive pronouns to understand it fully. For qala, qala is a very special verb in Arabic. Our grammarians say that it must be followed by inna, not anna. However, this is a common mistake even made by native speakers. So don't worry if you said qala walidi anna a'ilatana instead of inna a'ilatana, it's fine. In spoken language, we say it and we frequently make this mistake. Now, for the second group here, let's take a deeper look into this group, which required an action to complete the meaning. We have the particle an with sukun, an, not anna, as in here with shadda. No, we have an. An is commonly followed by a present form of the verb, as you can see here. An a'mal, an tatlub, an yashtari. However, the whole structure an a'mal can be replaced by al-masdar, which we covered in the previous video about al-masdar, verbal noun. I can say رفضت العمل في هذه الشركة instead of saying an a'mal. تريد والدتي طلب الغداء من مطعم. لن يستطيع أخي شراء سيارة جديدة هذه السنة. One last aspect of this is the importance of pronunciation here. In MSA, it's very important to emphasize the difference in pronunciation between these two particles. For this group here, we have anna with a shadda. Make sure you emphasize the n sound. أظن أن المشكلة صعبة in this example. أظن أنك موظف. Don't say أنك or أن المشكلة. أظن أن المشكلة. This is a very common practice by native speakers speaking MSA. While in this group here, make it with سكون. أن رفضت أن أعمل. رفضت أن أعمل. تريد والدتي أن تطلب. لن يستطيع أخي أن يشتري. So make sure to emphasize this difference in pronunciation between the two in MSA. Okay, here's another reminder that we have prepared a practice drill for you so you can practice what you have just learned. Check out the description box and the course page on our website. In addition to that, we have a useful summary document for these two different structures. Verbs that require a full idea, full statement, full fact, full sentence, full nominal sentence, and a group of verbs that tend to have another action to complement their meaning. Also, make sure to grab the Arabic Essentials material to help you work on these practice drills. If you found this video useful, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with other Arabic learners. Check out our website for other Arabic learning services that we offer. Also, follow us on social media. We post some useful Arabic material there. Salam.